And Simone Biles is getting ready to take the mat as the U.S. Women's Gymnastics Olympic trials tonight. By the end of the weekend, 5 women and 5 men will be chosen to compete in the Paris Olympics next month. And the competition is fierce with former Olympians, former Olympic alternates, and NCAA superstars all vying for a spot. ESPN senior writer Alyssa Roenigk is there in Minneapolis for those trials. Alyssa, thanks so much for coming on. Simone Biles is the name on everyone's mind, right? She's expected to dominate these trials, but how likely is it that she gets one of these spots, and who else do you have your eye on?
If it's possible, Simone is getting better every week since her return to elite gymnastics last August. She has not only won every all-around title, she 3 weeks ago at U.S. Championships in Fort Worth won every single individual event title as well. The chances of her getting that automatic spot, so whoever wins this 2-day meet in the all-around does in fact get that one automatic bid. The other 4 spots are going to be selected by a 3-person selection committee. And the competition, as you said, is going to be really, really fierce. I mean, we think Shilese Jones and Suni Lee have gone a long way to locking up their spot. Jordan Childs, Jade Carey, Jocelyn Robertson. Those are 3 athletes we're looking at to maybe complement Suni Lee as individual specialists, or maybe, you know, they're going to look at it all around her, like Kayla DiCello, Leanne Wong. There are so many phenomenal athletes going for just a couple of spots. And I have to add, one of the headlines of this weekend, it was when Sky Blakely, who we really saw in that 3rd spot, went down 2 days ago with a ruptured Achilles while she was training on floor on Thursday, and she is now out of the competition, which has opened up a second or a 5th spot on this team.
So disappointing for her. Alyssa, I also want to talk about mental health, because Biles pushed mental health into a spotlight like never before when she pulled out of certain events of the Tokyo Games 3 years ago. How has that changed how USA Gymnastics and the athletes themselves are preparing mentally for this competition?
It's such a good point. You know, we talk about Simone as a lock, but as she showed us in Tokyo, you know, she's still a human, and these women they do incredible things, but they are human beings. It has really changed the conversation around mental health. It's changed how Simone herself has approached this year. She's doing a lot less media. She's saying yes to fewer things. All the athletes talk really openly about working with mental health coaches, with sports psychologists. You know, at the meets themselves, you look around and USA Gymnastics has a therapy dog named Beacon who is on site at these meets, so the gymnast can, you know, walk over, you know, pet him, rub his ears, and, you know, lower their cortisol levels and their blood pressure. So you really see, all from the athletes to their coaches, everyone really, really putting the focus on mental health as well as their physical health.
And Alyssa, the men's Olympic gymnastics trials kicked off last night. The University of Michigan's Frederick Richard led the first day of competition. What can we expect from the men for night 2? And who do you think will make the team?
Well, you're right. Freddie was absolutely incredible. And, you know, I think Brody Malone is probably, you know, one of the best comeback stories of this Olympics. He just a year ago has suffered a really, really severe injury to his knee. He made his comeback in Fort Worth 3 weeks ago, won that all around. He wasn't perfect yesterday. He told us after the meet that there were a lot of nerves. You know, you see him there in the photos still competing in that knee brace. But he finished second. You know, Shane Wisketh and Paul Judah both looked fantastic. I think the biggest surprise was one of the members of our world's team that took that bronze medal. Koi Young did not have a great meet, so we'll look to see what he does on Saturday, sorry.
All right, Alyssa Roenigk. Thanks, Alyssa. Enjoy it.